What's up YouTube? This is the Hope Angel here, and I have an interesting deck profile that I just came up with about 2 weeks. I call it Tempest Hieratics, which basically by that you can tell that there is Dragon Ruler in this. So let's go. First we have 3 Tempest. They're the base of the basically a search engine, and then instant monster lead, field presence. It's pretty easy to get 2 out in 1 turn, as long as you have at least 1 in hand. Next, you have 3 lightnings. You search or special from the deck with those, and if you need to, they're the perfect normal summon for a tribute and into a hieratic. And if you have more hieratics in hand, there go more. So next, there are 3 hieratic dragons in a set, and he's a normal summon. He goes down to 1,000, but still he's pretty decent because any normal monsters on the field, all monsters on the field become that level if you choose. So he's an instant overlay as long as you have a normal monster along with him. Next, we have 3 hieratic dragons of Soothe. He's a back row hate, basically MST style, and along with that you get monsters on the field, you get field presence. So while your opponent loses it, you gain it, so you have to put him at 3. Next we have 3 Tefnuits. He's a special summon. He's a level 6, so I mean if you tribute him, then I guess you get the nats, because more than often you're going to tribute him for a suit or an asset, and if you don't, I mean you still probably tribute him for a neptat, which is still decent. So he's good in my books. Next there are 2 neptats. He is basically just the special summon, and really don't use him to get rid of monsters because that's what the extra deck does for me. But whenever it's needed, that's what he does. So next we have basics: Card E, Maxi, Red, MD, Gores, Trag, and the interesting topic of this deck for some reason to everyone is my choice of 3 normal monsters. I play Blue Eyes with my normal monsters because when Adams fails, you would like to fall back on something else in your extra deck. So instead of only having the Wattail and the Lesser Dragon, I throw in the Almighty Dragon, Blue Eyes. So I think that's always good, and it works more often than not because SSET pulls levels. Alright, now for spells we have 3 econs because they can save you from an attack in more than one way. They can tribute your monster and get another monster, not to mention they can just switch your opponent's monster to defense mode. So you can take your opponent's monster, attack him with it, overlay with it, tribute with it, whatever. You do whatever you want with your econ. That's enough said. 1 Seal of Supremacy at the moment because special summoning right now is already pretty dope in the deck, so you don't really need any more supremacies. 1 Mind Control for the dragons. Dragon Rulers are all 7. I play 3 Dragon Rulers, so I can get rank 7 pretty easy if I Mind Control at the right moment, so of course. Pot of Avarice, that's a given. Staples, basically staples for just this deck. 1 Day of Peace is of course a staple for Hieratics because if you get the wrong type of hand, you're going to need a turn. So too bad it's at 1, because if it wasn't, it'd be played at 3. And for traps, just the normal dragon stuff. Basically Dragon Carnation, Dragon's Rebirth, and 1 Mirror Force, so it's pretty basic stuff in there. For extra deck monsters, we have 3 Atoms, of course, then 2 Gaia Dragon, basic standard stuff, 1 M7 for bouncing, and deck does rank 6/6s like all the time, pretty much every turn, even if you do it right. 2 Bouncers, and Strike Bouncers are pretty dope because they just stop any effect that ever wants to happen. 1 Force Focus because he can stop effects as well, not to mention that he has 2800, so he can attack over pretty much everything in Dragons. So Master Blades, pretty dope as well. I mean, he gets targeted, destroy that card, not to mention you destroy any other card on the field, which is optional, so, and it is not a target, so, I mean, you can get rid of another Master Blades with your Master Blades, so, he's pretty dope. Insector X Beetle, that's pretty much standard. Consider Pleiades, because I run the 5s, I run Esset and Nephat, so 5s are doable. Exostag, he's another given card in the deck, I mean, standard. And then the last 2 are rank 8s, Thunder and Dragon, just in case I get 2 normal monsters and happen to have Esset, change all the levels to 8, I'll be able to get both of these in 1 turn at that point. So, I mean, I'll be able to destroy everything or just destroy what I want. So, hope you guys like this deck profile. It's actually pretty decent. Haven't played with it at locals yet, but as far as all the plays I've seen I've done on it, it's actually pretty good. And hope you guys like it. Peace.